Hello and welcome to our Show Me the Money Business Owner Simulcast. We wanted to make this available to you 24/7 so you could watch it at your convenience. Basically, to discover hidden profits, tax savings, tax credits, payroll tax savings, funding opportunities, as well as growth potential through AI technology. And we have an incredible AI program called the Dream Score, where we generate an AI powered report that'll show you your hidden tax credits, in different ways that you're overpaying for services, for premiums, and areas where we can really help impact your business as far as increasing your profit margins and retaining your best employees and increasing the value of your business. So thank you for taking a few minutes to listen to our presentation. And we want to encourage you to take advantage of what we offer, which is a complimentary Dreams business score at the end of this, and get back together with the person who invited you. And really, I promise you'll get tremendous value from that. We love and sincerely small business owners. I owned a restaurant here in San Diego, so I understand, what it's like to run a small business, the ups and downs and the challenges and rewards. And so we really appreciate your time. And when you help a small business, you're not helping a CEO buy their third holiday home. You're helping a little girl get dance lessons, a little boy get his team jersey, and moms and dads put food on the table. And that's what we're all about, helping, our community, helping our cities, helping our state, our country by, making a difference for the economic engine of our country, which is the small business owner. So we thank you for your time again. This is a portfolio of world-class products, services, solutions, areas that can really make an impact on your business. And the DreamScore AI report will really help lay it out for you in a very nice format, so you'll easily be able to take one step at a time to make a big impact on your bottom line. If we go to here, we look at a kind of a snapshot of what a dream score looks like. And dreams is an acronym that stands for debt and corporate funding. The R is for employee 401k and retirement. The E is for expense reduction. And we can really make a big impact here because every business we come into contact with is overpaying for a number of their services and premiums. Asset optimization, money and tax credits. And again, there's over 5,000 tax credits in the tax code, and most businesses are missing out on the majority of them. And then security and protection to really, safeguard your business and leverage AI tools and technology to stay on the cutting edge. So really, we're all about hidden tax credits, payroll tax savings, group health overpayments. About 100% of companies are overpaying for that. Retirement opportunities, business funding, AI growth opportunities, which Google just changed its algorithm for the first time in 25 years. So we can help you make sure you stay relevant compared to your competitors. Expense reduction, energy savings, both on power and on water. People don't realize it, but 10 to 15% of your water bill is air. You're paying for air. And we have an incredible device that'll remove the air and pay for itself in a few months. If you have a big enough water bill, we can really impact that, as well as protection gaps that are missing for businesses. So we just ask, would you be opposed against a 15-minute complimentary dream score analysis where we can help you find these hidden savings and retain your best employees? And so your report is going to look something like this, and we'll have an expert walk you through each step so you can make a determination of where you'd like to get started, the different ways we can impact your business. You're going to see a calculator on this website down below that'll show you the monthly savings, the annual savings, and the impact on the value of your business by the different areas where we can help you. And it's pretty earth-shattering. It's pretty significant what we can do. And here's the kind of the synopsis of that report. And there's no cost or obligation. It's, a no-brainer to take advantage of it. Research and development credits is one of the places we look to get started because 40% or more of companies qualify for this. The government sets aside over 100 billion a year. Less than 15 billion ever gets claimed. The overwhelming majority of small businesses, 96, 97% of small and medium businesses, don't take advantage of a credit that they qualify for. And the credits, average is over $300,000. And you can go back and amend the prior 3 years. And the big beautiful bill made it 20 times more profitable because you used to have to spread those each year over 5 years or amortize it over 5 years. Now you can get all 4 years all at once. So it's very lucrative. hey, the government's trying to help you out. Take advantage of it. Let us make a determination if you qualify or not. And there's a good chance you may if you're working on newer, improved processes or products. But in industries such like manufacturing, construction, engineering, agriculture, architecture, software, and technology, absolutely qualify, and many, many more. Newer, improved product, newer, improved process. So if you're just working on processes, taking advantage of technology, social media, AI, you probably qualify. Newer, improved formula, invention, software, technique. If you're just trying to make your product cleaner, greener, quicker, cheaper, better, you qualify. And we have 36 states that offer a R&D tax credit on top of that. California lets you go back 4 years. So it's really exciting, to find out how much you qualify for. We produce a really beautiful study. There's usually 30 to 60 pages. One of our farmers in Nebraska took it to his friend, happens to be the treasurer of the state of Nebraska, and he's getting back over 2.3 million, including his state and federal. And this gentleman, who's a tax attorney by trade, the treasurer of the state of Nebraska, said this thing is golden. Everything is buttoned up. It's put together beautifully. You guys, that's what we're doing. One of the top CPA firms in the country, a proprietary AI software that's been refined over 10 years. This is world-class way to really get you the money that you deserve. And hey, the government put this into place. You gotta take advantage of it. We can also help restaurants or businesses with a lot of tipped employees, because the payroll companies have been causing you to pay FICA taxes on the tips that people put on credit cards, which doesn't make sense. So the average restaurant will get back over $100,000, and they can also go back 3 years. Both the R&D and the FICA tip tax credit are recurring every year going forward as well. So they increase the value of their business. It can be very significant. Now, companies like Amazon, Nike, and FedEx, they don't even pay federal taxes. 55 companies avoided $8.5 billion in taxes and paid zero. And those same 55 companies received $3.5 billion in tax rebates, effectively draining $12 billion from the US government. I threw this into ChatGPT, asked for some feedback, and they said these companies are playing chess when it comes to filing their taxes, and most companies in America are playing checkers. And so we want to teach you how to think strategically, how to leverage the tax code to your advantage. And we can absolutely do that. Another way we can help you is with payroll tax savings. We have an incredible, fully insured preventative healthcare program that creates a significant payroll tax savings for the business, $600 to $900 per employee per year, and gives the employees no cost benefits. But a full-time employee will actually see about $100 a month or $1,000 to $1,200 a year extra in take-home pay. So they'll get a little bump in their take-home pay. The business saves $600 to $900 per employee net in their pocket, and the employees get all these great supplemental health benefits. It's a win-win-win, a true no-brainer, made possible by an amendment to the Affordable Care Act. We also have all sorts of group health plans. We're in all 50 states. We believe 100% of companies are overpaying on their group health plans. And we can show you how to do level funded plans or self-insured plans and really make a big difference with reducing the cost of your pharmaceutical spend, where everybody's getting overcharged out there. So we have this great, through TrueMark Health, relationships with over 154 carriers, Blue Cross Blue Shield, United Healthcare, Aetna, and innovative companies that are offering great, what are called level funded plans, where we can really help make an impact on your bottom line and save you significant hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars on health insurance. Here's the quantum supplemental plan that saves you $600 to $900 per employee per year. The average is $854 per employee, zero cost benefits, like I mentioned. Fully insured, approved by the Department of Insurance in all 50 states. That's the big differentiator. There's a few other plans out there, but they're self-insured, governed by ERISA. There's some compliance questions that come up. Not on a fully insured plan. It's better benefits, higher savings per employee. They include part-timers, so more employees can qualify, and they have lower fees than any other plan on the market. And the employees will see $1,000 benefit per day for up to 30 days in the hospital, up to $30,000. That's called a cash indemnity benefit, as well as $500 for the emergency, $500 for an ambulance ride, $1,000 for an accident, $2,500 for a critical illness, $1,000 for surgery, and $400 for anesthesia. They get 6 Zig Ziglar coaching sessions a year for health and wellness. Those are worth $99 each. The entire family gets 1,100 prescription drugs at no cost, no copay, including relatives if they live together, 24/7 telemedicine access, and virtual veterinary care. Those are for the whole family. Once a month, they get a registered email that's called their well care benefit. It's personalized to each employee. So the employee that's trying to quit smoking gets a different email than the employee that's trying to lose weight or lower their cholesterol. It's called it generates what are called CPT codes by the American Medical Association. And that registered email qualifies them for a benefit, a claim payment in their check every month that's not taxable. So the program was made possible by an amendment to the Affordable Care Act in 2014. The government was looking for ways to lessen the burden on Medicare down the road because Medicare is going bankrupt. And so they wanted to find a way to incentivize people to take preventative healthcare steps seriously. This is how it's done. And basically, employees who participate in health risk assessments, biometric screening, quitting smoking, losing weight, or other preventative activities. So these plans did not exist prior to 2014. Now, the employee will actually see an increase in their paycheck, which is incredible. So they get all those benefits and their paycheck goes up, in this example, $96 a month in extra take-home pay. And that's because the tax withholding was reduced from $853 a month down to $457 a month. There's a premium of $1,500, and there's a claim payment that was taxable, $1,500 taxable. Now they get back $1,200 not taxable for participating in a preventative healthcare plan. And so that's a difference of $300, but the tax savings exceeds that. It's $396 a month. So they're going to see their take-home pay go up. Every employee sees an increase in their take-home pay, $96 a month, $1,153 extra per year, and the employer is saving $975 net in the pocket on this one individual employee. And the average savings per employee across the board with all companies is $854 per employee per year. If you have 100 employees that are full-time, you're looking at $7,975 a month savings. That's right away on the first pay cycle. If you're bi-weekly, it'll be half that twice a month, $4,000 almost. 95,000 a year is the increase in the value of the company just for offering these supplemental health benefits. And 78% of employees said they would switch jobs for better benefits. These are the best kind, no cost benefits. Now there's a gross savings of 114. There's a 35 admin fee. So the net savings is $79.75 per month per employee of a full-time employee. Now we all know that the health insurance market is big, powerful, and corrupt, and it's rigged. And so they basically are overcharging everyone for the pharmaceuticals and you name it. This year, the industry decided to raise their rates more than they have in the last 15 years to add insult to injury. And 60% of companies said they're looking to replace their health insurer. That's the highest in recorded history by triple. An average year is only 15 to 20%, and now it's 60%. Because people are fed up with being ripped off and overcharged. And we can help in this side-by-side comparison show you how to make a big impact there if you're open to it. We also have technology solutions through our partnership with Sandler Partners, all cloud, telecom, and tech services, over 220 different products where we can help you save 10 to 40% or more and combine everything onto one simple bill, one 1-800 number, US customer support 7 days a week, 24 hours a day to make sure your business is up, running, and protected and leveraging technology to the max. This is create a huge savings for your company with all things technology. We also have AI optimization that'll help you get found on the internet. We have AI assistants, but AI optimization especially is so critical today because Google just made their biggest change in 25 years, the first major change in 25 years. They are now acting as a large language model, just like ChatGPT. And so people are no longer going to page one of Google. Instead, they're getting a result from a large language model, just like ChatGPT. So it's a completely new game. We have one of the best companies in the country that's been doing this for 2 years to help companies be relevant, not just on Google's new large language model, which is the Google search, but also on ChatGPT, Claude, Manus, Grok, Gemini, all There's literally, over 1,000 different large language models, and this applies to all of them. So we can help you with this to stay relevant, stay ahead of your competition with a complimentary report that'll show you how you're ranking against your competition. We can provide up to $2 million in business funding with no collateral and a 500 plus FICO score. And we can fund usually in 24 to 48 hours. It's a simple online 5-minute application. If you can get a loan at a bank, you should. It's going to be a better rate. But banks are great, but when they say no, we can usually say yes. We fund in 24 to 48 hours. And 90% of businesses can't get funded by a bank. And so if you have a project or an expansion or an opportunity you want to take advantage of, or you are in a pinch, you can definitely go here and potentially get the working capital that you need to move to the next level. We have a group IUL policy, which exceeds the benefits of a 401k dramatically. It'll also save you a bunch of money and lower your liability, because there's admin expenses to running a 401k. Now, we don't replace it, but we go in side by side, and it's far superior. We have a program that rewards loyalty from your employees, and this provides them with living benefits, no downside risk, access to their money tax-free at any age. It's far superior. And so we can help you with this as well. And it's all about retaining your best employees. And by providing these additional benefits, you really stand out. We can help with energy costs, whether that be through solar, through cleaning up the energy that comes through your lines, or getting rid of the air that comes through your lines. That'll save you a ton of money as well. We can do this. We do this commercially for businesses across the country. Our gift to you will train you on AI. We have a free class every Friday at 1 o'clock. We record that so you can watch it at your convenience. We're going to teach you how to leverage AI in your business, in your company. The ChatGPT, Manus, Grok, Claude, Notebook LM. We're going to really keep you up with the times. They say AI won't replace you, but people who are using AI will. Okay, and we're going to teach you how to use it, how to embrace it, how to leverage it. And that's just a bonus. We love working and helping small business owners. We have a beautiful report that'll show you the oldest companies in the world. And by the way, the oldest company in the world was started in 578 AD, and it's still in the same family today. 50 to 60 generations in one family. And it shows the top 100 in the world, top 50 in the US, and gives you incredible lessons on how to pass on a business for generations that are powerful concepts, because the majority of wealth in America, where that's passed on, is 70% of families, the wealth is gone by the second generation, and 90% of families, the wealth is gone by the third generation. And these businesses have managed to keep it in for 50, 60 generations. So we're going to show you those concepts, and I think you'll be interested in it. We'll help you build a family legacy report, complimentary. It's a beautiful report that you can really pass on the concepts to your children, grandchildren, and really create a legacy that lasts forever. That's another complimentary gift. But we really want to get back together with you and do the dream score, the analysis to find out more about your business. We're talking 15 minutes, and we'll get your report, and we'll help you take the steps necessary to get your company more profitable, saving, quit making overpayments, and retaining your top employees. So thanks again for taking the time to listen to the information. Get back together with the person who invited you to this, and check out the rest of the website. Look at that calculator. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.